Welcome back to my channel. My name's Jacob Ferguson, and if you're wondering where I've been below these many months, I've been at work. This is not my full-time job, though I wish it was. Instead, I am a 9 to 5 employee, and I had to focus on my work. Um, Also, I don't own WoW Presents Plus or AMC Plus or Shutter, so I couldn't really do a lot of um, the newer seasons of Drag Race, international seasons, or Dragula. Though I am loving Dragula Titans, I really enjoyed the drama there. My top four are Eva Destruction, Sigourney Beaver, Blackberry, and Cynthia Doll. Cynthia, because I've seen her live. She was one of the first queens or monsters or queens that I've ever seen live. Um, and to prove it to you, there's me and her and my brother. By the way, today is my birthday. October 30th is my birthday, which is great. I am 24 years old now. I got to see Diana Ross in Durham, North Carolina a while back. Here is a picture from that. She was absolutely fabulous. It was the best concert that I've ever been to in my entire life. She's 81 years old, but she doesn't move like she's 81 anymore. She moves like she's in her early 50s. Like, she is just fabulous. And she brought her daughter out on stage. She sang all of the great hits. She sang I'm Coming Out, The Boss, which is my favorite song of all time. It is like my spirit song. I listen to it at least once or twice a week at this point. I would say once a day, but then I would get tired of it, so I really don't listen to it as much as some other songs. But I mean, it's on every like feel good playlist that I have. And I got to see her perform Ease on Down the Road from The Wiz. She did Ain't No Mountain High Enough. She did a lot of the songs that were on Drag Race, which I do enjoy. She did a lot of the Supreme stuff, a lot of stuff from her new album, which wasn't really new. It came out in 2021, but she said while we were there that a lot of people might not have heard of that album. Um, but she was fabulous, and I really enjoyed seeing her. I didn't cry, which I thought I was going to, but I was enamored with her. And also, she sings live. Like, she is just as good as she is on the albums. And you can't say that about everybody, because sometimes they are not as great as they were on their albums, and sometimes they use autotune. Which is why my mom was like, when I was younger, and I'd be like, I want to see Britney Spears. My mom's like, no. Or Cher, and my mom's like, maybe, but I know that she'll probably use autotune. Which probably would be the case. I mean, Believe is all autotune at this point. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I am so blessed that I actually got to see that. See her live, get to see her dancing and singing live, and I was in the same room as Diana Ross. Not a lot of people can say that. So, yeah, I've been having a really, really good time as of late. Tomorrow is Halloween. I have work, so I'm not dressing up. Last year I dressed up as one of the Lords in Black from Nerdy Prudes Must Die. I dressed up as Wiggly. That might have been 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago that I dressed up. I didn't dress up last year. And I made Seashell dress up as Stephanie Lauder. Um, Last year I was recovering from my heart surgery around this time, so and also the heartbreak that was All Stars, Global All Stars. Remember that? That was insane. I tried reviewing that, and I got to the Snatch game, and then after the Snatch game, I stopped because I had to have surgery. And also, Hurricane Helene came and completely decimated upstate South Carolina. So that was pretty not fun. But you know what is fun? All Stars 10. At least the first 3/4 of it. I'll be honest, I've rewatched All Stars 10, especially the bracket segments, a lot. Um, I like the competition aspect. I like the strategic aspect of it. Um, that's why, like, when I get on like a simulator of Drag Race, like we have the simulators and stuff. It's nice to see like what actions the simulation takes to like be a part of like why are they choosing the people that they're choosing to send home or giving their points out to the people that we're giving points out to. So it's been it's really fun. España season 5 is also very interesting to me, though I will say that I know nothing about it. Other than the fact that I think one of the queens did Mickey Mouse for Snatch Game, which I love. I think that that is very, very funny. But she couldn't call him Mickey Mouse, so she said the famous mouse. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, there's a lot of famous mice, but like Mickey's the most famous mouse. Anyway, I want to talk. I want to do a All Stars 10 lip sync ranking because I can. And listen, it is. I know it's late to be doing this, but I was gonna do something horror themed, like ranking. I've been watching horror movies as of recently, ranking all of my favorite horror movies, and I think that I might do that. But I was sitting down to make the list, and I just didn't know where to place certain things. So I've been looking at this since the season ended. I've been sitting on this for a couple months. Gay. So I want to go through it, and I want to talk about my rankings. Um, Now that I'm seeing it, I am gonna move this one down a little bit because, to be honest, it was definitely not a good lip sync. All right. So All Stars 10 has 18 lip syncs in total. Same number as the contestants, which is kind of fun. And I have ranked them in my opinion, though I also took into consideration some other people's rankings and stuff. I originally didn't, but then as I've rewatched the season, there are some lip syncs that slap better than the other ones do. If you hear something going on, I live right by train tracks, so sometimes trains will come in. Um, I've never heard one sing Hey Soul Sister yet, so, keep that in mind. That was a joke. That was a train joke. I've seen them in concert. They were quite good. And Andy Grammer was their opener. And I don't know if he's canceled or not, but we heard Play That Song before everybody else did because it hadn't been released yet. Just saying. We also saw Walk the Moon. That was a good concert. That one was in the House of Blues at the beach. That was fun. Um, they did all of their famous songs and the Ghostbusters song, and that was good. I've been to a lot of good concerts. I stopped going to concerts after COVID, though I think I went to one. I went to the TLC concert, which was okay. It was inexpensive, but it was okay. They did a good job. Though I didn't really know a lot of TLC songs besides No Scrubs, which is arguably their famous song. Um, so anyway, let's get into the ranking. At number 18, I have Texas Hold'em. This is Georges versus Lydia Butthole Collins. This was during the Rusical episode. I'm gonna be completely real with you. I like Beyonce. I like her older hits. The country album, I think, was good. I listened to it once, and I haven't really picked it back up. I'm not a really big fan of country to begin with, unless it's Dolly Parton. I'll listen to some Dolly Parton. But in terms of like country, I'm not really a big fan. And I think that Texas Hold'em is fine, though I will say that as a lip sync song, it was kind of boring, which is why I don't think I resonated with it that much. There was a lot more that they could probably do. Like, they could have done a Dolly Parton song, like 9 to 5. I think that Georges and Lydia doing 9 to 5 would have been iconic. But I get it. I guess that what they were trying to do was go, look, it's another Beyonce song. This is popular. And I just don't think that that was the move. So that's why it's at the bottom of my list. Georges was okay, but she couldn't really match the vibe of the song. And Lydia just kind of was there. She was there. Next. Next up, I have number 17, and this is the one that I had to move down, Raise Your Glass. So, I think originally when I made this list back in July, I was looking at it through the glasses of nostalgia, because Raise Your Glass is one of those songs that I had on my iPod Nano, iPod Shuffle as a kid. I had a little silver thing. It didn't have a screen, it just had the little play button, and then you hit it, and you could attach headphones to it. And you had to go online and download all the songs. So Raise Your Glass by Pink was on there because of the Glee Project. We watched the first season of the Glee Project. And I listened to it constantly. And my brother sang it for my grandmother at one point. And Raise Your Glass is a great song. I enjoy it. The problem is that, again, it's not really a lip sync song. It's not a song that is like, ooh, I want this song. It's kind of a mid-tempo bop. And I don't really know what either one of them could have done. This was Bosco versus Ginger. This lip sync is also dampened by the fact that the fan base was adamant that Bosco should have won the lip sync, which the problem is that taking Ginger Minj out of All Stars 10, Bosco would have been the clear winner because she's Bosco. But since Ginger was there and they wanted Ginger to win, they kind of had to play with it a little bit. I think that if they had gone forth with it, given us like 6 more episodes and had a top 4, and made Ginger kind of be there at the end with Bosco, Lydia, and Georges, which that was the perfect top 4. I think that maybe they would have accepted it a tiny bit more, but as it stands, I don't really think that the fan base was truly that excited about this song or the fact that Bosco loses this. So I get it. It's just not a good lip sync. I think that neither one of them do their best. So, yeah, that is why it is at number 17. It was at number 15, but now it's not. At number 16, I have Guess by Charlie XCX. This was Mistress Isabel Brooks versus Lydia Butthole Collins. I'll keep it real with you. I don't like this song. I don't like when they do a new song, like a really new song, and it's kind of like a. I'm not really a huge fan of Charlie XCX, and that might be blasphemy to some of you, and I understand. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I wasn't really into Brat Summer, and I didn't get the hype. It's a fine album, I guess. I've listened to it once. But just like Beyonce's Cowboy Carter album, I just couldn't get into it. So Guess was kind of all over the place. Lydia's wig was all over the place. Mistress being Mistress and doing Mistress shenanigans was okay. But I just don't think that this song was necessarily the best lip sync song to do. at that time. And again, it's because it was popular. Um, so I just am not really vibing. I didn't really vibe with it. So it is at number 16. At number 15 is See You Again. Now, a lot of people will go, I put that in my top 5. I didn't, because See You Again is the most divisive lip sync of the season. Because neither one of them do what they're supposed to do with this song. And it is because, and I said this during my original analysis of the episode, Denali is doing all of the flips, tricks, splits, shenanigans, and Ginger's over there being like Park and Bark, funny faces and all of that, and neither one of the approaches work because the song's rhythm is not lip syncable, if that makes sense. Like it's just not a good tempo for a lip sync. If they did Can't Be Tamed, if they did Wrecking Ball again, if they did A Party in the USA again, or well, I don't know about Nobody's Perfect. But, they could have done any Miley Cyrus song. Why they chose See You Again, I don't know, but it's just not working. And the fact that everybody was adamant that Denali won, and I actually think Ginger won, is why it's down here. If we can't agree on who actually won the lip sync, then what are we doing? We're playing Sudoku, but we can't seem to find where to put the 5. That was a weird analogy. I don't know what I'm saying. Seashell, do you have anything to add? You were born around Banger's era Miley Cyrus. That's crazy to me. She was alive during We Can't Stop. Because we got you in 2012? Come here. Come here. No? She's just gonna stand there. You go, girl. She, whenever I'm, laying in bed trying to get to sleep, I'll wake up, and she'll have her face, right here. See? Oh, okay. It's over, Marcy. I have the high ground. What are you doing? Do you see the fupa? She got fixed, and now she's Rosie O'Donnell level thick. You better get off my bed frame. Oh. There was another cat laying, right outside my window. That's funny. Anyway, See You Again is at number 15. Number 14 is Who's Zoomin' Who. So my guess is, hello, this was the acapella mix, and my guess is that they wanted, Mamar, say hi to the people. They wanted to have a spoken word lip sync. And I actually think that we should have more spoken word lip syncs, at least one per season. Because the Designing Women lip sync was kind of good. This was Cynthia versus Mistress. Cynthia's only lip sync. And I think they wanted a spoken word, so that's why they did the acapella. It was good, but it was a bit, anticlimactic. I'm glad that it happened, but because nothing really happened in it, I put it at number 14. It's fine. It's a fine lip sync. Though I like the ones above it just a bit more. Number 13, we have Hot to Go. Now, look, Hot to Go is one of my favorite Chappell Roan songs. My top 3 are Good Luck Babe, Pink Pony Club, and Hot to Go. I love all of them. The Subway is also good. I have not really listened to anything other than those 4 songs, and I know I'm probably missing out. Chappell Roan is one of those people that I would love to see live in concert because I know that she would slap. But I think that this lip sync could have been great. But the problem is that neither one of them really took it there. It was Georges doing the Georges thing, Mistress doing the Mistress thing that we've seen constantly, and it wasn't innovative, as innovative as I would have liked it to be. I don't know. I just see bracket 2 has great drama. Bracket 1 has great challenges. And bracket 3 has great challenges, and bracket 3 has great lip syncs. Besides See You Again, I like the rest of the lip syncs, and bracket 1 has great challenges. So it's like, but where bracket 2 falls off is with the lip syncs. I don't necessarily enjoy any of these lip syncs, if I'm going to be honest, which is sad because they could have had some really good lip syncs. I mean, Georges was right there. But as you can see, 2 out of 3 of them have already been listed, and we're only at number 13 out of 18. So it's like, I wish that this song could have gotten a bigger, hit. If they had done it during the merge, it would have slapped. But unfortunately, they didn't. They did it for the Rap and Roast, which is a good episode. I don't know. I just wanted more, if that makes sense, out of Hot to Go. So, number 12. Murder on the Dance Floor. Now, look. A lot of people are going to go, you put it this low. I like Bosco, but she relied heavily on her body, which is not a bad thing. I think that if you got it, show it off. Bosco is hot in this lip sync. But Irene, watermelon, watermelon. I mean, she knew the words, but it was very much watermelon, watermelon. You think you're getting away? I will prove you wrong. I'll take you all the way. She was doing that. She knew the words, but it was Detox. But when Detox does it, it's because she does it. With Irene, it's time to make your jaw hurt levels. So with this lip sync, it was good. Coleman Domingo was there, who, I will be completely honest, I did not know who he was until I remembered that he was on this season of All Stars when they announced him to be the Cowardly Lion in Wicked, which is iconic. I love that for him. I'm so glad that he gets to be the Cowardly Lion, who is my favorite character in The Wizard of Oz. Check out my cowardly thing. When I told my mom that I had recorded that video, she goes, please don't, because people are going to try and steal that idea, and I'm like, no, they won't. Nobody cares. And if somebody did, why? It's not like it's a new concept. A lot of it was ripped straight from Wicked to begin with. So, I mean, But, yeah, this was Bosco versus Irene. It was an okay lip sync. Though it didn't wow me as much as some of these other ones did. So, at number 11, we have Pocketbook. I just realized we have 3 Irene lip syncs in a row. Pocketbook by Jennifer Hudson. This was also Irene v. Bosco. And what I will say is that this lip sync was okay. I'd never heard the song before. Both of these white women were doing a song that was definitely not something that they probably would have done originally. But I think that Irene sold it more than Bosco did. She knew all the words. Bosco did not. And I also just feel like Irene was more in touch with what the song was requiring with her dance moves, whereas Bosco was kind of just Bosco. So that was pretty fun. She got to do her little don't make me hit you with my pocketbook. I enjoyed the lip sync. It was quite good. But I put it at number 11. At number 10, we have Joyride. Marcy, do you want to go on a joyride in the car? Because right now that's where you're headed, baby. Let's not, okay? She got into a lot of trouble yesterday because she attacked Seashell really bad. Um, I like grabbed her by the paws and put her on my bed, and I said no. And she got, her eyes went all wide and all of that. What? Oh, okay. So you want to square up? You want to lay down? You want to go bed, please? She sees the poltergeist. Who are you singing? Uh, you didn't see that. She just swiped at me. Don't hit me. I don't appreciate that. Don't do that. I don't know why you get up here if all you're going to do is attack me. But I don't like that. Boop. I fear that she's the one that tried to lobby to get those SNAP benefits taken care of. All because they didn't cover her food. Do you see how big she's gotten? And I'm not talking about like grown up. She's fat. She's heckin' fat. I feed her just the same as Seashell. But I guess it's because Seashell's 15 years old that she's skinny mini. Anyway, Joyride. This song was fine. Lydia did her big one, I guess. And Irene fell. Like she did during, yeah, no, it wasn't Yes and. Seven Rings, I think it was. Irene, I'm gonna just say this, has no coordination sometimes. And I love that for her, I guess. But this song didn't really wow me that much. It was a good lip sync, but again, I think that there were better ones out there. At number 9, I have Disease. Now, Disease is kind of subjective. I was going to put it down lower, but I don't know. I feel like Disease was a good attempt by Ginger, and I think that it. Hmm. Interesting. I just got a text from somebody. But yeah, I think that Disease is a great attempt by Ginger. I think that it's one of Ginger's more successful lip syncs this season. Um, and I think that she undoubtedly won this lip sync. Carrie was brought back just so that way she could go home again. I feel like the way we could have fixed All Stars 10, besides extending the episodes, is to have Carrie come in at the beginning of the merge and have her compete. Because that way we could have gotten 2 more episodes with Carrie, gotten rid of Cynthia and maybe even Carrie, and had either Mistress or Carrie be in the top 8. And, have them do what they do. It didn't make sense that they just threw Carrie in at the last minute, like, here you go home. They brought her in, she did a little bit, she did a little 1, 2, 3, and then she went home. So, honestly, this lip sync is fine. It's okay. At number 8, we have Love Sensation. I like this song, and I think that Lydia does disco very well. My favorite part of this song is when she goes, "Can't you see that I don't want nobody else?" Um, I keep on getting a text message from somebody, and they're like, "If you need anything, just let me know." And I go, "Okay, thank you," and then they texted me that again. Like, is this automated? Like, I don't know. Seems not to be, but who knows? So yeah, Love Sensation is a good lip sync. I enjoy it. It proves to everybody that Lydia is a threat in the competition, where I think that they all wrote her off as, oh, she's new, she doesn't know what she's doing, but I actually like that part of it. So it's at number 8. Tina Burner's there. Tina Burner didn't really do that great in the lip sync, but I think it was more about showing that Lydia can do what Lydia does best again. While Tina is like, this is my first challenge win, but it's okay, I didn't win the lip sync. Number 7 is Party Lights. Now, this could have been in my top 3. It's in a lot of people's top 3. But I don't know, I like the other songs more on this list, and it's my list, so feel free to leave your list in the comments. Party Lights is a great song, and both Aja and Georges do this song justice. In fact, this song is probably the best out of the episode in terms of lip sync, because it's Georges versus Aja. They're doing like the spiritual party lights. Georges does her little flying motion. It's great. It's fabulous. I don't know why I put it at number 7. I like the other ones a tad bit more. I go back to the other ones a lot more. Because, I mean, they're all good. From Love Sensation up, these are the ones that I would classify as the best lip syncs of the season. So Party Lights is great, but I put it at number 7 because I like the others a bit more. Number 6, it's Raining Men. Here's the thing. Ginger did this song justice. Georges did good. Georges was like Denali was during See You Again. But I also think that both of these powerhouses deserved to... She's asleep back there. Deserved to showcase this song to the best of their ability. Ginger is fabulous. Georges is fabulous, but Ginger has a one-up on Georges, and that is the little claps. I know a lot of people don't like Ginger's lip-sync style, and I don't think it works for a lot of the songs that she was accustomed to, but I do think that Ginger won this lip-sync. It's just my opinion. Just because of her throughout the competition. Because I hate it when they're like, oh, BTW, we're basing it off of this lip sync and the entire competition. But I also hate it even more when a queen that definitely doesn't deserve to win wins. And I could name names. Willow Pill. I don't have a problem with Willow Pill's win now, but back in the day, I didn't understand why she won over Lady Camden. Lady Camden was definitely deserved to win that season. Especially since Willow doesn't really do drag a whole lot anymore. Which, I mean, is her prerogative, and we will definitely support that. But it's like Lady Camden probably could have been a better person to lead Season 14's into a new era. But hey, you know, the past is the past. Ginger is definitely going to do great with her All-Stars win here, so good for her. But yeah, this is at number 6. At number 5 is Mama Used to Say. Now this was a lot lower, but I started watching it and watching it and watching it. And Daya is so captivating. It's Daya versus Ginger. Ginger is fine, but she does the exact same thing every single time. We've established that, right? And sometimes it works, a lot of times it doesn't. Daya sweeps. And this is my favorite episode of the entire franchise, of the entire All-Stars 10 thing. And I know a lot of people will be like, but what about the first episode? Why is it a bracket 3 episode? Because I've been sober from alcohol for 2 years. But sometimes I like to buy the THC seltzers. Like 5 milligram seltzers. I will drink one of those. And each time I do, not only do I eat myself out of a house and home, but I go onto Paramount Plus and I click on the Golden Bachelor episode and I watch it and laugh because of how stupid it is that everybody's getting so emotional about playing dogs. Because if you really sit and think about it, Drag Race is stupid. I love it. I love it in all of its stupidity. But it is stupid. Because something as serious as having to design an outfit is completely negated because Lala Ree can come out with a bag, with bags taped to herself, and go, "This is my outfit." That's hilarious to me. Or, something as serious as like an acting challenge can be negated by it being farts being thrown in. Like the goal of the show is to showcase drag, but it's also to showcase like laughter and light. And I really just find it funny that everybody's getting like so pressed over points this episode. Daya and Alyssa going at it, and then the Golden Bachelor happens, and it is like a fever dream. And then we get to the runway, and Cynthia's in that green ribbon outfit. Michelle Visage is like, "No more Marie Antoinettes." And then you have poor Ginger Minge over there in her little Shakespeare thing, and Michelle loops her in, and it's just awful. And she's like, "Well, this isn't really Marie Antoinette, but okay." And then just Cynthia Lee Fontaine. Cynthia Lee Fontaine is so good. She's so good. And I'm tired of people dunking on her and going she shouldn't have made it to the merge, because like she's so good. Bracket 3 is so unserious. It is so funny. Like, it's so hilarious. And this lip sync song, which, I'm sorry, nobody had ever heard of this song. When it came on, nobody was like, "Oh yeah, Junior doing Mama Used to Say, thank God. Been waiting on this song." Nobody said that. Nobody. I'm sorry. Even if you did, you didn't. And then this song comes on, and Daya immediately becomes a black person real fast. Becomes a rhythm real fast. And she decimates. And it is just fabulous. Give this episode another watch, but don't do it through the eyes of Ginger Minge winning. Do it through the eyes of Cynthia Lee Fontaine, Daya Betty, Denali, the queens that like aren't gonna make it that far, but like you're looking at it going, okay, like of how unserious it is. Please give it another watch. So it's at number 5. At number 4, Show Me How You Burlesque. Now, I will say that this is up there because both of the queens give it their all. This is Daya versus Bosco, and Bosco was born for this song. Even before the cosmetic surgery, if you had given Bosco this song, before she transitioned, before any of that, she would have ate. Daya probably did not want this song, but also she does fine. The problem is, when you have the burlesque demon twink of God's favorite transsexual doing Show Me How You Burlesque by Christina Aguilera with fans, and then she does the hey, goosebumps every single time. I love the way Bosco does this, and it's a definite bright spot in a finale that definitely was not great. And again, bringing it back to the finale, if they had had a top 4 and they had done a true finale where they had everybody present a runway look, everybody getting to do like a little ooh, and then cut to a top 4, I probably would have liked it more. But unfortunately, they didn't. So what we got instead was a lip sync SmackDown that really wasn't that great. So this is definitely one of the bright spots. I put it at number 4 because it's not my favorite, especially because Bosco steamrolls, but it's good enough. Number 3 is Whenever, Wherever by Shakira. This is Jorgeous versus Lydia. Jorgeous is Shakira. It is very weird to me that Ginger Minj didn't pick this lip sync, considering the fact that she voices a drag version of Gazelle, who's played by Shakira, in the Thailand Zootopia ride. She sang Try Everything by Shakira for a Disneyland ride. And I'm so confused as to why she just didn't do that. But I'm glad that she didn't, because we got a showdown. Lydia's fabulous, Jorgeous is fabulous, but Jorgeous edges her out just a bit more. This lip sync is awesome. It is one of my favorite Shakira songs. I'm just waiting on Hips Don't Lie, and I think I should be fine, though Waka Waka This Time for Africa. I also like... I like Shakira, though I don't know a whole lot of her songs. I just know like 3 now, but it's good. So it's at number 3. At number 2 is Defying Gravity. Idina Menzel and allegedly Kristen Chenoweth, but let's be honest here, no. Kristen's not even in it. Ginger destroys Diabetti here. I made the comparison that Dia was just wee during the entire lip sync. And that still holds true. In fact, when I rewatch that video, I laugh because it is definitely true. I enjoy this lip sync a whole lot. I love Wicked. I was going to do a whole video on Wicked and how good it was. But I just didn't do that. So maybe when Wicked for Good comes out and I can talk about it. Because I'm going to see it on the day before it's supposed to come out. In IMAX 3D, so that'll be fun. But yeah, I love this song. I love Wicked. I think both of them do moderately well, though Ginger Minj destroys. This is one of Ginger's really good lip syncs, and I liked it. I don't think that anybody else could have done it justice in that group besides Ginger. So yeah, I agree that they should have been in the top 2. The final lip sync is Thank You the Shit by Ice Spice. And the reason it's up there, and the reason it's up there for practically everybody, is because of Aja. Aja doing her little dance fills me with so much happiness. You don't even know. She does one of the best lip sync performances in Drag Race history. She just is, just do my little dance. Great. Like, 10 out of 10, no notes. No notes. Irene is there. And I go back and forth with Defying Gravity and Thank You the Shit Fart. But I Thank You the Shit edges it out a bit more because it's like, it's Aja. Aja's doing it. She's on beat. She's on rhythm. And I just enjoy it. So that's my ranking. I know that this was a long time coming, but it's completely fine. I'm excited about season 18. I'm excited about All Stars 11. I'm excited about Down Under versus the World. I'm excited about a whole lot of stuff. I'm pretty stoked that we're going to be getting a lot more Drag Race in 2026. And hopefully we will have some great winners. Write your list down in the comments below. I will see you guys when I see you, though no promises. I hope that my next video will be something related to a different topic other than Drag Race. I just got to think about what I want that to be. If you guys have any suggestions, or if you want to talk about my cats or something like that, let me know. See you guys when I see ya. Bye.